Gennady Golovkin getting ready for the main event. He is 37 years of age. Sergiy Derevyanchenko is 33 years of age.
To prove he's still among the elite.
We're underway around Golovkin in the white trunks, Derevyanchenko in the gold and black. Starting to get a work, starting to get a bit of a lather from Golovkin. He has the most accurate jab in boxing. Lands over 30% of his jabs, and there, a hook is fighting on fire.
Against Triple G, he's going to have to fight in the inside and back up Golovkin, which is something a lot of fighters can't do.
There should be no greater with a middleweight belt on the line.
It requires you can't come in more than 10 pounds over the 160-pound limit. He missed it just a little bit. 160 pounds, 170.2 pounds. Made it on the second.
Oh! And down he goes! Hey, he had weathered that combination, but clearly he had not. Now let's see what Golovkin does.
Against Jack Poquet, dug himself out of it.
Has to be a bit discouraging, getting off to a solid start, then suddenly you're on the canvas. Now Derevyanchenko moving his head a little bit more. Derevyanchenko still effective with the jab. After Derevyanchenko had gotten off to a decent start. Banks calls Golovkin a happy warrior, said he wants to bring that joy to training, bring the joy to the ring. But he is starting to bleed there, and there's a hook off the jab by Triple G as well. He is starting to bloody Derevyanchenko's face.
That cut is not in a good place.
Can't really expect to knock out Golovkin. At least we wouldn't expect that. So he's got to get some rounds in the bank if he hopes to win, and he is already in the hole.
Between the Canelo fight and the fight against Steve Roll, this is a guy that at the peak of his powers.
That was the long layoff, and now you would figure, all right, he's at the camp and lead hook. He doesn't even have to wind up to hit you hard. You know, it looks like he's just placing his shots, and he can do damage. Sergio.
Yes, he has, and I love seeing that. That's the only way you beat Golovkin. You got to take him to the body, and he had some good success. Landed an overhand right on Golovkin.
Golovkin is able to take his time. Obviously, vastly experienced.
Those body shots, Golovkin's feeling them. That's why he's backing up. Golovkin took two deep breaths right now.
Throwing hard body shots at every turn. It digs to the body again. Right to the side of the head. His work rate has been terrific throughout this fight. He had everything stacked against him. That's a good hook by Golovkin, and yet he has battled back. He has been consistent, trying to punctuate this round. These judges are looking at this so closely, and these are difficult rounds to score. Golovkin's left cheek is reddened and starting to puff up. Jab in a right hand from Derevyanchenko.
One thing this reminds me, Brian, if you go back to the spring of 2018, Golovkin had an opportunity to fight Derevyanchenko when Canelo dropped out of that.
Golovkin is firing now. Derevyanchenko, good defensive work, and he fires back. Middle.
Interesting round right here.
Got everything going against him so far as he lands a shot to the body. Good combination by Derevyanchenko. We are starting to hear word. There's a possibility that
You know, one thing about Golovkin, he has never been a prolific body puncher. And Derevyanchenko is not being presented with a very complex opponent.
That can happen.
That's what Derevyanchenko and Andre Rozier expected.
Body shot at the bell by Derevyanchenko.
When you get close to him, don't worry about chopping over the top. Hit him to the body, okay?
All I need is speed. That's it. I don't need that one big.
Been busier in throwing hard shots as well. There's another one to the body. Scorecard, and he has it even. These are close rounds, Chris.
Last couple of rounds very close, but the
clearly tested. Everything is on the line. This is a man who's 33 years old. There, Derevyanchenko in round 5, out throwing and out landing.
In the last 2-3 rounds.
His offense is just tight, Sergio. Look at that. And hard shot to the body. Golovkin is wobbled. Golovkin looks hurt. Derevyanchenko's work rate is outstanding. Straight up the middle with the right hand comes Golovkin. A championship pedigree. Golovkin goes back to work with the jab. Take a look at the power punches through round 7, and Derevyanchenko has the advantage.
Gennady Golovkin have been able to stand up.
Backing up Golovkin, not forgetting the body. Just incredible stuff by Derevyanchenko.
And Golovkin there, just as you say that.
When this is their last chance, Sergiy Derevyanchenko is fighting like he knows this is his last chance.
He has put it all together, boxing beautifully.
They've won too many of them decisively.
I mean, they've got to be thrilled. Derevyanchenko has been terrific.
This is how some fighters have had success against Golovkin. Get him the inside, bang him to the body, and back him up.
And I think it will get worse as Golovkin with that jab.
As he hits him again in the right hand after the jab as well.
See clearly when you're bloody eyed.
That's just coming to us right now.
And I didn't finish what I was saying earlier about how Golovkin is physically. He did miss the first weigh-in at the 170-pound limit, the second day weigh-in.
Now here round 7. He gets to work immediately, but Derevyanchenko is solid, straight up the middle, with his hooks, with his right hands. Good counter jab by Derevyanchenko, and he fires out a few more. He is fired up, feeling the urgency. Can Golovkin answer? Just missed with the hook. Tries again to the body with the right hand, and then comes back with a hook to the head. Just good first.
Bloody, bruised, knocked down, facing adversity.
Where that cut came from to make sure they're aware.
Golovkin fires back with the jab. Derevyanchenko comes back, beautiful uppercut, and fires a right hand over the top. The body after the jabs, but he is firing off a combination on Triple G. Golovkin, though, heart of a champion, Hall of Famer, digging, knows he cannot afford a loss if he wants to keep everything going.
Derevyanchenko finding some success with his combinations, and it starts with a body punching, making Golovkin miss just like that.
Golovkin, the bell hasn't rung. Now it has.
Bye-bye. Start putting them closer together, change the rhythms on them. Relax. Your time, champ. Whose time is it? Whose time is it? Your time.
Up on his toes, moving, he's got rhythm. Golovkin will try to take it away from him. And now we go to work. Derevyanchenko, hard right hand.
That was a good body shot by Golovkin. Derevyanchenko took it well.
Goes to the body again with the right. Sergiy Derevyanchenko, the eye is good uppercut by Golovkin to open up round 9. They get right
downstairs, and that's been the difference.
Right hand to the head by Derevyanchenko. He has had a tremendous fighting spirit in this fight. Again, he had every reason.
Just what a fight. What a heart of a champion of Derevyanchenko.
Derevyanchenko's punches, Sergio, are just short and hard. Pounding on Golovkin. Hooks to the head. Golovkin is wobbled. How much can Golovkin take? Golovkin even nods to him, showing him respect.
Get that arm down!
Look at those body shots, Brian. I'm telling you, those body shots.
Good body work by Derevyanchenko. He goes to the body again with the right hand. He's been very effective, and he goes to the head. That right hand was blocked. Again, that cut in a bad spot, but it has been managed by Derevyanchenko's corner very well.
Derevyanchenko's part.
Derevyanchenko having a good round. Golovkin has had success as well. These are tough rounds. Done an outstanding job. We haven't even mentioned it now in this round. It's barely a factor. Good jabs by Golovkin. Another firefight here in round 10.
Gave that 10th round to Sergiy Derevyanchenko. I think his activity has just been the real deciding factor.
Just short and hard. Golovkin fires back. Now with the right hand after a hook. Derevyanchenko fires back straight up the middle. 3 jabs in a row. Could swing either way.
Several of them could have swung either way.
Important to note, final minute of this. With DAZN, has his own promotional company, getting into a long-term deal with the hopes of getting Canelo Alvarez, and now that is
Derevyanchenko executing the game plan. Look at the body, he's still digging away.
Against severe here tonight. Uppercut by Golovkin. Derevyanchenko has him on the ropes. Now they spin out, and that's the fight. That one will go to the judges' scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecard. Once again, a world champion, the new IBF IBO middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Golovkin, the Lord